The quantity of people that are losing limbs every day, landmines still are sitting there maiming and injuring and killing men, women, and children indiscriminately around the world. What I'm trying to do on this trip is to create awareness for literally the hundreds of thousands of amputees that have to throughout the world that do not have the ability even to have a simple prosthetic limb.
Amazing stories of courage tonight. Next one no more amazing than the rest. Dan Sherritt, endurance cyclist and amputee, he recently embarked on a global trek, some 16,000 miles across 4 continents to raise aid and awareness for amputees and landmine victims across the world.
Dan Sherritt, he's an endurance cyclist, and he's an amputee from the knee down. He had a real unfortunate accident. He was hopping a fence to help his neighbor. He's on a trek called the Ability Trek, doing 16,000-mile journey by himself on a United bicycle, riding around the world to raise money and awareness for victims of landmine explosions. I was so inspired by what he was doing that he was taking this upon himself to hook up an 85-pound trailer to his bike and ride around the world to help others. So we wound up, sponsoring him, and he's riding a United bicycle. He's wearing the Toyota United uniform around the world, speaking with people. Last July, Larry King actually had him on for about a 7.5-minute interview, and he allowed him to wear the Toyota United uniform, which he's never done before.
You wear this Toyota United?
I do. Toyota United has been a wonderful sponsor. They're a professional race team. They're one of the leading race teams in the U.S., and they have the commitment that I have, which is to get up and do more than you can. And so they've been a wonderful sponsor of product, and I ride one of their bikes. They're wonderful young professional cyclists that inspire me because of what they do.
From the beginning of the Toyota United team, Sean and Leslie Tucker both said, we want to establish an organization that's going to give back to the community. We've been extremely fortunate. We want to give that back to some other organizations as well.
This is where all the teams came to sleep last night. This is where all their trailers are parked, all their bikes. This morning they are getting ready for stage 2 of the Tour of California, which begins at 10 o'clock this morning.
Tomorrow is the big race, the one that decides who takes home the red, white, and blue jersey. Fox Carolina's Cody Alcorn talked to one cyclist who's got his eye on that jersey.
Berg Swindlehurst, a Utah native, is in the upstate for one reason. He's here to win the title United States Cycling Champion. It's an American-only race and the course unique in itself, the Challenge Paris Mountain.
It's one of the more difficult climbs that we've encountered in a national championship race.
Over the 6 days of cycling, we'll have people following the race throughout the world on the internet. So by far, it should be one of the biggest events here in Kansas City.
Cuban cyclist Ivan Dominguez nabbed the first day win, pedaling 85 miles in just over 3 hours and 5 minutes.
The terrain today and tomorrow is kind of rolling. They say it's not hard, but you never know. I was not expecting to pass those guys that fast, but when I went, I see the guys like almost standing by. I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
When Sean Tucker called me and asked me if I'd be interested in working with him, I got excited about it because the core of the team is just outstanding. And Sean's point was he wanted to make the team even better. So for me, that was very appealing.
On the team, we have some veterans and personally guys that I've raced with for many years. So we know each other really well. We all get along really well. We all have good, funny stories, that take us back, and that camaraderie with having good feelings with these guys and good friendships and having that family sense on the road, it makes things so much easier to kind of click.
It's very nice to have those guys around. They're very smart, they're good riders. Not only talking about bikes, off the bike, they're all the same too. You can come and talk to them about anything, they will be there for you. It feels great to have those guys around. Off the bike and on the bike, they're great guys.
Clearly the organization is top shelf. It's perceived worldwide as one of the best teams in the world. For me, that was important. Otherwise, I would not have come back into the sport.
When I first come to the United States of America, guys like Hank Vogels and Chris Weary were definitely dominating the sport. at that time, and now to finally get on Toyota United and have those guys on the team and pick up their knowledge, in the second half of their career is going to be exciting to gain from their knowledge.
Yeah, for sure, looking at all my teammates, what they've done, what they accomplished, it's just such an honor to be joining them and be part of it, and hopefully add up some more results.
This year it's going to be like a learning year, a big learning year. Like, there's guys on this team who have been doing it for like 10 years, 15 years, so I'm going to sit back, be quiet and learn a lot, but doesn't mean I won't take my chance on it.
I think having someone like Hank on the team, he's just a very, very experienced guy, very knowledgeable guy, and he's one of those guys that you plug him into the system and he just works. It really doesn't matter what color he's wearing or who his teammates are. He's a born leader. Like I said, tons of experience, and he's just, he commands the respect of not just his teammates, but of the entire peloton. So he's it's hard to put a price on that, but I think he's a very integral part of this program.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I've raced in the States for a long time, and I love being with the American guys, and it's kind of nice to have the Australians with you. They got your back, so they're tried and tested in the US, so they're all good guys. I had a lot to do with them in the past. Johnny Clark, very big talent. Hilton Clark, already a major talent in the US, and Ben Day could be the secret weapon pretty much, because he can time trial very well and ride stage races very well.
In terms of my abilities, I'm here as more of a time trialist, GC rider, here to help Chris Baldwin out in the tours, and hopefully, him and I this year we can really tag team some races and get some great results. I'm just really looking forward to just hanging out with this bunch of guys, because they really do have a lot of fun, and I have 5 fellow countrymen and 5.5 with Heath as well, so yeah, looking forward to it. And kind of hanging out with these guys again, it's almost like being on holiday, except we've got a job to do at the same time.
My style of rider, I could be a really supportive role for the tour riders in that aspect. Like, I'm a bit more of a tour kind of rider. My brother's a sprinter. I can't sprint very well, but
We love having Toyota as our title sponsor. They are, not only are they a great company, which we all know, they have a huge investment in the United States. So beyond that, they're huge supporters of what we're doing with the Toyota United Pro Cycling Team, and that's important for us. They just said, listen, we want to be supportive of the Toyota United team. You guys just do your best, represent yourself in the best way that you can, and if you do that, we'll be very satisfied.
Toyota is a great company. I like it, and the guys are very happy about it. They give a lot of help. If we need something, they're going to be right there, so it's great.
You couldn't ask for a better sponsor.
I don't think there's any doubt that Toyota United came in as a very successful team, winning almost 100 races in their first couple of years. My goal would be to win close to that many races in 1 year.
The best thing about this team is that the energy and the camaraderie is so close, and it's so good that we just keep feeding on that, and it keeps everybody going. And when you spend every weekend with the same guys, it's just new jokes arise and everybody's getting a laugh.
For 2008, with the guys we've added, we want to come out of the blocks firing. We want to be aggressive in every race, and our goal will be to win every race that we enter.
I think the foundation's been laid with how successful we were in 2007, but now we've added some guns, and the other teams better watch out, that's for sure.
I think when we unleash these guys, you'll see Toyota United at the top of podiums all over the country.
I think it's just going to continue to get better, and as we go out and become successful in the races, successful in raising money for charity and getting the fans to join our cause and our program, I think things are going to just continue to blossom.
We're going to have some fun, and it's going to be great 08.